Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Well, today this is a very interesting book which I'm going to talk about. Well, designing something from the heart of design by Peter Gould. Well, he emphasizes on the spirituality, creativity, and the entrepreneurship. And interestingly, the foreword of this book is written by Muhammad Faris, the product of Muslim man. Very interesting, man. You see the design of the book, man. I mean, so well crafted. I mean, like, you start loving this book. I mean, you see the inside of the pages, how it has been designed and how it has been written also. Like, it mesmerized you so well. I mean, there's nothing much to know what to say about it. Basically, this guy Peter Gould, this guy is a creative person. What to say. But anyway, this book is when it says about the heart of design, the design doesn't mean like it's about being an artist or being a graphic designer or doing an artwork and all, or some sort of videography, whatever it is. It's not about that. Even though he is into that, but he does not emphasize mainly on that thing. Actually, it goes much beyond over there. Actually, much into that, because that's the definition of design is defining just being a graphic designer or an artist is sort of you're making the definition of a design to like kind of a narrow definition. But he goes beyond that. I mean, he gives a very broad definition of being a designer, designing something. It's more got to do with the being an artist or graphic designer. It's about designing your whole life, designing yourself. I mean, designing the surroundings. And how do you see? How do you resonate with the outside environment? How do you resonate with the people? These all are part of a design. That's what he talks about. Especially he goes into a depth of being at the heart of design. Actually, where he explains the philosophy of design, which goes straightly to the heart. And this guy, about him, he goes to spirituality and all that. Even though he's a creative person, he's an entrepreneur. Why he goes so much into spirituality? Because I think he has told that 23 years back he became a Muslim, mashallah, and being transformed to a Muslim. What attracted him the most is the design aspect what Islam portrays or teaches about. And that's what he was trying to say. I mean, about his own life and all that. He explained even over here in the book also a bit and all. And he has a social account like in LinkedIn and Instagram. You can follow him also. You can learn more about his website. But anyhow, this book anyway it explains about the spirituality, creativity, and entrepreneurship, as said before and it's mentioned. But in that also, he divides this mainly into three parts. One is the spiritual aspirations, another was design principles, and the third one about the stories and all. Well, the spiritual aspirations, I mean, like, he mainly tells about what your whole life, if you're designing, how are you connected from the spiritual aspect? How you're connected from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's his main focus, and that's his main central theme of it, of a heart of design. Actually, you can be a designer, the best designer, whatever you want, but if your own central part of your designing life, of your central part of yourself, is not spiritually aspired with being closest to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, God, then it becomes a null void. I mean, it has no meaning. So that's a very important thing he talks about, to have a spiritual connection and all. And then going to design principles, then he goes into more on a practical aspect, where you being a designer, of irrespective of whatever field of aspect of life you are, being a designer, how can you design your life, connecting with the spiritual aspirations, as well as how you can become a creative person. You can become a creative person irrespective of whatever your field you're in. because it's all about being a creativity and all. You thinking outside the box. That's what it says. And when a certain person becomes a creative and starts thinking outside the box or do a lateral thinking and all that, this is where the person becomes, you can say, an innovative person. There's an innovation in him. There's a creativity in this guy, and they start think in a different way, sees in a different way, and all, and try to make the changes in own self as well as in the whole society, which benefits not only oneself, even benefits mainly towards the outer society, for sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the third part, it's about the entrepreneurship. Well, being a creative person and having spiritual inspiration, if you want to benefit the society and as well as you want to make yourself sustainable, then the entrepreneurship is one part of it actually, which helps you to give a very clear mind, like what you can do in your life, how you can design your whole life, how could become a spiritual, a creative person, and being spiritually aligned with your dini or Islamic way of life also, and as well as you getting a provisions which help you more to contribute towards the society. And that's what that's a main three themes is about spirituality, creativity, and entrepreneurship, and that's what he focus on all these three things and all. And there's a second part, the design principles he says, like how do you go by, how do you make yourself an entrepreneur, having the creative and spiritual aspirations within yourself and all. And then finally, the last part, which he talks about those personalities, the famous personalities, where they have gone through this journey and become a successful, taking all the spirituality, creativity, and entrepreneurship in themselves without compromising anything at all. Well, those personalities, where in the book he has mentioned about 18 famous personalities, which he has a personal connection with him, and they are also famous also actually in social media. But all of them are not artists. All of them are actually not designers or graphic designers and everything. They are of a different field and everything. Well, you can disagree with them in some of the matters. That's a different case. But what's the main focus? Like how they have aligned with themselves with the spirituality. How they have aligned themselves with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, being a creative, and they have taken the part of entrepreneurship to become a successful people, but not from the worldly aspect, where they have the intention that like they want to do everything from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They want to contribute towards the community to make their life better, so that they can have their own self-satisfaction, that doing this thing also can make them a better person. That itself is helping to transform themselves to be a better person, So this all-in-one everything is professional, is personal also, everything is spiritual, everything. It combines everything all as one and mention everything in one book. All very interestingly actually, And mashallah, and in his website, if you check out, he's on seasonal basis in maybe 3 or 4 times in a year, I don't know, he does a 5-week online courses on the heart of design actually, where he trains and teaches the participants to get on this journey, and there are quite a lot of testimonies over there. He started a few years back actually, and after all that, he had come up with this book. How do you go by? How do you, get into the heart of design, and then benefit the whole people, the whole society, the whole community, So this book, you can get it online. If anyone of you is staying in UAE, Dubai, Abu Dhabi, this book is there, available in the bookshops over there, and you can buy online also. That's why. So that's the thing. This book is worth reading. Please, all of you, buy this book and read this book. It will change the perception of your mind about the designing, because it goes beyond the thing of beyond the person's perception about what design is about. And like in the earlier videos, in one of the videos in book review, which was about the 7 steps of success in Deen and Dunya by Maruf Yusuf, where he mentioned about one model called Ikigai model, where you align what you really love along with what skills you have, what you're good at, what the community really needs, and how much you're going to get paid for it, how much provisions you can get for it, and all. So, in the similar way, you can say no, but even though there's no such model, he emphasizes explains about as such. He does not do that. But if you just see the comparison, it aligns in almost the same way. I mean, like he speaks about like what creativity is more about, like what you really love to do and all that, right? As long as it's the right thing. And what are the skills you really need to have in order to be good at that? I mean, that's the creativity and some part of entrepreneurship. And what does the community or the whole world needs it, which you need to align along with it. And how much provisions are you going to get? How much you're going to get paid to become sustainable? That's more into entrepreneurship. And throughout the thing, going aligned with the spiritual aspect is what the main focus this book is all about, actually, because that's the main basic theme about this book. So spiritual aspirations, being aligned with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for whatever work you're doing it. No. So that's all for it. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, share, and comment below. If anything, something good I've said, it's everything from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If anything mistake I've said, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive me and all. Please remember me in your du'as and take care, and see you again. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.